I've been keeping a secret. Over the last month or so, I have gone to at least a half a dozen estate sales, one at a mansion, one at a home full of mid-century modern. I've seen a wealth of original art, antiques, and vintage, and today is the day I show them to you. Good morning. We're headed to New Jersey. We're gonna go to two estate sales. You wanna come? Since we are planning to go to a few estate sales today, we want to get up early to be the first people at the first estate sale so that we have enough time to get to all of the homes. Ed and I had to work yesterday, so we couldn't go to the first day of these estate sales. Hopefully some treasures will still be there. Spoiler, there are, and I share a haul at the end of this video. Oh, now you're up. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. If you've come with me to a thrift store or to a flea market, you know that I tend to film a lot of content. I show you all the stuff on all the shelves. But filming at an estate sale is a little bit different. I'm very conscious of the many reasons for an estate sale, and I want to be sensitive to them. It's also tricky to film at an estate sale because there are often a lot of people around. At this first house, the owner's son walked through the house with us, which was great for learning about the home, but not so great for filming. I was hesitant to share this footage because of those reasons, but Ed encouraged me, so if you like what you see, feel free to drop a comment below to thank Ed. The first stop on this trip is a mid-century modern house in New Jersey, which looks like it hasn't been touched for 50 years.
Your destination.
Okay. It works.
What? Yeah, I mean, they were outdoor. They didn't easily be refinished. You don't know old chairs. They're like, you want to line them in your sleeve, make sure they're like that much. Okay. But they need some work. There's a ton of them back here.
All right, I'm walking into the estate sale, or headed into it. It's mobbed, you guys. There's so many people here, and Ed's gonna stay in the car to have a snack. But we're gonna go in, we'll see what we can film. I didn't film too much at the last place because it was run by the family, and I just wanna be sensitive to whatever the reason is that they're having the estate sale. You know, it's those 3Ds. It's like divorce, death, and downsizing. And sometimes those things are not happy things. And I just want to be sensitive to that in case, you know, people, their emotions and stuff. I think if it's run by a company, they are happy because they want it to promote their business in the estate sale. But yeah, all right, we're going in. I forgot to tell you, it's a mansion, you guys. They advertise it as a mansion.
Do you want me to fold it or roll?
Fold it. Gotta get it in a regular form.
All right, I'll fold that for you.
I'm gonna take, yes, that one.
This one, okay.
Yep.
$375. $250 for that. You can't tell from my footage, but it was really crazy inside. It was crowded and people were literally running around grabbing things. I had picked up too many things to carry, so I went to the foyer to make a little pile on the front table, which was reserved for holding people's items until checkout and was monitored by the estate sale staff, so I figured it was safe. That is $375.
Part of the crazy energy that everyone has in there is just like, it's like contagious. Like,
No, I could feel like their frantic energy and anxiety was seeping into me. And it's like, relax. Did you hear the guy who runs it said it's only stuff? I don't know. That was crazy. I didn't buy anything, you guys. Someone did take from my pile, and then I just kind of lost my energy, I guess. There's the house. Going into this estate sale on a rainy day.
And there's just some things that they, you know. So. I get it. They have their own term. Yeah, but there's usually only a couple. There's no amount like 4 or 5 pieces of that. So like, maybe you know. But the art, I don't know what she's gonna do. I mean, the art, I don't think is really. I'd say that's kind of what's more furniture to check here. We sold a lot. It's like these people that are picking those up, they sold. There's a lot of like the dolls, the set, things like that, DVDs, and then there's a staircase here. Oh, there's 2 stories. Oh, okay. So feel free to go to the stories. So there is artwork on the walls, and the top level has even a little bit more artwork. Okay. And then the studio.
This is the artist studio. Apparently they had 800 paintings yesterday. Now they have like 600 and something to sell. Here's their tennis court.
Some of the more like impressionist, like kind of like more smudgy ones, I'd say. But yeah, I sold more than I thought. It was a store.
Lots of frames. They're all variety of prices. Like, see, that's 40, 20, 80, kind of all over the place.
In 1,000 feet, you will arrive at your destination.
Fun, he says as we drive through a giant puddle. Oh, you four-wheel drive?
Only have three-wheel drive.
Ugh. Did you go through all of this already? Not much in there at all. Not like it wasn't for me, just that there wasn't much left over from the photos. Yeah, I thought there'd be a lot more sculptures and stuff. They had marked things had sold yesterday on, like, they, you know how they update the website saying the following things are not available anymore? Maybe people just got here earlier and swooped that stuff up, but there wasn't a ton left. I didn't show you guys his studio because there were so many people in there. The team from the estate sale seemed to be like moving things around a lot, so I just didn't feel comfortable showing you the space. Okay, that's it for the footage I have to show you from the estate sales. And now I can show you the art from the painter's estate sale and some pieces from an estate sale that I didn't film. Here is my haul from the estate sale. So I have a brass easel. Ed actually picked out this painting for me. I have some drawer pulls. I already polished these up a little bit. I think I'm going to keep these, and I think I'm going to keep these knobs as well. Look how pretty that detail is on there. So pretty. I think I'm going to be listing these for sale. They are drawer knobs. So they've got this front piece and then they've got this back piece. And then it fastens. This is where it fastens onto the drawer itself. That being said, when I first saw it, I thought, oh, I could use this as a curtain tie back. What I would do is I would put an anchor in the wall and I would then screw this into the anchor. Yeah, this comes off, right? Does it come off? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you would just need, I don't know the term for this, but whatever a screw is without the screw, the top on it. So if you had this end, you could just turn this into the anchor in the wall. And then obviously you'd put this on first. So you'd put the anchor in, you'd drill a little hole into the wall. Then you would insert the anchor, hammer it in with your hammer, and then put this over the anchor, and then screw this into the anchor. And then it would be stuck in the wall. And that could be a curtain tie back. That's an idea for that. Let's see, what else do I have? I got this little cutie frame. I got this frame as well. I'm going to list this frame. I have to do a little repair on the back, but I'm going to list this one. This hook, I think, is already listed. And there are 4 of these. So if you had, you know, 2 sets of curtains. These hooks, again, you could do the same situation, curtain tie back, like tie the curtains back with this, like slide them into this piece so the hook would hold it in place. And you have this back plate, and then you screw the hook on there. Or, you know, like towels or coats. I'm not sure if I'm going to list that or if I'm going to use it to replace the ones in my bathroom. These I will list. Look how pretty these are. I think these were the first ones I picked up. And when I saw them, I just thought like they looked like a Star Wars. I actually thought they went like this because I saw them in a bag and they were kind of dirty and stuff. So I couldn't really tell what I was looking at, but I knew it was cool. But yeah, it actually goes like that, and then you pull this piece to open it. Pull this to open. So that's my little haul. This is one of the pieces that I got from the artist's estate sale. The artist had a lot of impressionist books, like lots of Decor and Monet and Manet. So she was clearly studying them, and a lot of her pieces do have an impressionist look to them. With impressionists, they are or were painters that the whole idea was to give the impression of a scene. So oftentimes when you look at the art and it's far away, you can really see, oh, that's very clearly flowers in a vase. And then the closer you get, it's a little messier. Kind of like if you're looking through the lens of a camera, it would be, and you've smeared Vaseline on the lens, you're not seeing it as clearly. And that's kind of the idea with Impressionism. Remember how, in Clueless, Cher says the person is a Monet, and she says it means that from far away they look really great, but the closer you get to it, it's a big old mess. That's kind of the idea with Impressionism. So that's the first painting that I got, and then the other piece is this guy. Some of you know that if you watched my Brimfield video or other videos from me thrifting this year, you know that I was on the hunt for a sea captain. Ultimately, I think this guy looks a little more Baker than sea captain, but yeah, he really spoke to me and I got him. So now I'm done. We can check that off our list. Zoom in. I think he needs a name. I started calling him Maurice. Kind of like Belle's dad from Beauty and the Beast. And I think I have a place for him. Out of the estate sales, I clearly loved the one with all the brass and hardware, but it was a small home and very crowded, so I didn't film there. After that, the artist estate sale was like a dream estate sale for me. I could have bought more, but I didn't want to go too crazy. Regardless of the unpleasantness at the mansion, it was nice to tour the home. I think I would have been friends with the woman that lived there. At the very least, we would have gone antiquing together. If you like antiquing, thrifting, interior design, and decorating, subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, give it a like and let me know which estate sale you liked best. I'll see you next week. Bye!